Idaho.com. In an effort to bring you the best information about buying and building new homes, we're continuing our series of Meet the Builder. And today I've got John Flaherty with me. We've done a video of actually the home we're in today. We were here a couple weeks ago and did a tour of this parade home. But John Flaherty, I've known John Flaherty for probably 10 years, when back in the days of light sales. But John, I'll just introduce John, my perspective of John. I didn't tell him I was going to say this, but John was the only builder I worked with that when he gave you the schedule of when to deliver lights, that was the day. It never changed. So John is my process and procedures guy. So on that note, John, tell me a little bit about your company.
Our company, we started building houses in 1996. We started at the lower end, which I think almost all builders start at. And as we progressed, it seemed like the customers that we were dealing with were looking at a higher end product that forced us into a higher price range. And we got into that mid-level or your second and third time home buyer situation.
And if I could maybe ask, I would define some of the homes I've seen as yours as not formal, but definitely functional. I mean, you do the formal dining room as a separate room and not a bigger nook. You have the master bedrooms that have a designated sitting area. So tell me a little bit about your style of home that you really like to build and really works for you and your clients.
We've tried to build houses that more or less mold to the empty nester type of group. A couple that is ready for a house that they can feel like when somebody walks in they're very proud of. And also we built a house that is going to be here for the test of time. We use all licensed subcontractors, all the insurances, and we don't skip any corners.
This is a tough question because it's just a tough question, but what would you say is different about your company and the product that you deliver compared to other builders?
I think the difference would be what's underneath the walls and inside the walls. What we put inside this house is somebody's almost got to live in one of these houses before they really know what they've bought and how much better this house is than the other builders on the market right now.
I actually, I know you built a solid home as well, so I'll verify that that's a really strong claim and one he could stand by. If someone wanted to, I guess, go down the road of building a home with you, what are some of the expectations that you have of clients and what should they expect of you?
My expectation of the client is to know what they'd like to have, and if they are unsure of what they want to build, we have an interior designer that they can work with, which can give them all the different selection processes and make it very simple. In other words, you're not going to lose a lot of sleep by working with us to build a house. And
that's because you're a process and procedures guy. Did you know that about you?
Well, we do like to keep a schedule and we like to keep it on track. We've only missed, maybe I don't think it even fits on one hand how many houses we haven't had done on the time when we set the schedule. We can pretty well start a house, and when the framer steps on the job, when he gets that floor down, I can schedule the whole house out, and that is the date that we will have it finished. And it's a pretty simple process, actually, provided the homeowner doesn't change his mind and make us add another room on the house or something.
That makes sense. If you'd like to learn more about John Flaherty and his company, you can go to FlahertyCustomHomes.com. And if you'd like to call him direct, his phone number is 208-345-5588. And just real quickly, you also have a realtor that you work with consistently, and her name is Carla Bassett. And what's her phone number?
It's 869-6313. And my email address is FlahertyJohn5@gmail.com.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
That's it.